When it was announced that there was going to be a second Sonic movie and that Knuckles was going to be in it, I'm not gonna lie, I had my doubts that it was gonna be good. Said no one ever. That movie was fucking awesome, dude. This movie was actually great and I had a really fun time watching it. Just for the record, I'm gonna be dropping all the spoilers throughout this video. Also, if it seems that I'm skipping a few scenes throughout this review, just know that I just didn't think they were worth talking about. So literally at the start of the movie, before the title even dropped, Eggman and Knuckles met each other and formed an alliance. It's funny because it ironically didn't feel rushed despite it being at the very beginning of the movie. It's just one of those situations where you need to watch the first movie to get a good understanding of why these two are teaming up to go hedgehog hunting. Then we transition over to Blue Justice trying to be a hero by stopping a robbery. He deadass caused way more damage than those robbers ever did. Like, what the fuck? He is a terrible hero. You know, he's learning. I really enjoyed this scene, not just because of the humor and the action, but it just serves as a good reminder of who movie Sonic is and how he acts during these situations and whatnot. The first fight between Knuckles and Sonic, Knuckles pretty much had the upper hand. I mean, like, Knuckles explained that, like, oh, he had years of training and shit, and it showed because he pretty much fucking washed Sonic throughout that fight. Like, if Tails didn't show up when he did, Sonic would have been done. I just really enjoyed the scene where Knuckles just slammed Sonic onto the ground and just slams him up against the tree with his big ass hand wrapped around Sonic's neck. That shit was raw as fuck. In terms of action, this movie was not wasting time. Like, Sonic and Knuckles fought pretty much like 3 times throughout this whole movie. And in their third fight, the one where they were in the ruins and whatnot, was easily the best of the bunch. Like, the CGI, the visuals, and just the overall combat they were doing, it was just honestly amazing. Knuckles throughout this whole movie was great. I honestly love the classic character trope of the outsider who isn't really familiar with Earth, so he tries to get used to Earth's customs and how humans work and whatnot. It's actually pretty funny. Kind of reminds me of like Starfire from the original Teen Titans or Goku from the original Dragon Ball series. I'm honestly glad they made that part of his character. It's pretty neat. The best example of this was by the end of the movie where Team Sonic was playing baseball and Knuckles was trying to understand how baseball works. In general, that whole ending scene near the end of the movie was just honestly wholesome. Ho ho ho, I am having the fun. That shit was hilarious. The way he just carries himself with that confidence and his chest all puffed out with his serious attitude really did make this character shine to me. Idris Elba did some good work voicing this character. Tails pretty much acted like the supporting character for Sonic, you know, helping out Sonic whenever he needs it. It feels like Tails didn't have enough time to shine throughout this whole movie, like compared to the other Sonic characters, but I still enjoyed what he did throughout the whole movie. It was pretty neat. When Tails met Sonic for the first time, he was talking to him as if he knew him, which was exactly what Sonic did with Donut Lord when he met him. Both characters in both movies essentially stalking the people they look up to, you know, Sonic stalking Donut Lord and then Tails stalking Sonic. Like, the parallels here was actually pretty neat. Like, you really have to watch the first movie to even see that. Jim Carrey's Eggman I can honestly watch for hours and honestly not be bored because of how entertaining he is. If it does turn out that Jim Carrey isn't going to be in the third Sonic movie, what a way to go out, honestly. Like, his performance in this movie was just like, it was better than the previous one. He really like stepped up a level in this movie. Eggman in general in this movie felt a little bit more unhinged and crazy. I mean, if anyone was stuck on a mushroom planet for more than 200 days, you know, shit, I'd go crazy too. Things really got interesting when he absorbed the Master Emerald. Like, he was hovering around causing hell. He even went as far as to make the fucking Death Egg robot with a bunch of machines around the area he was in. That shit was honestly insane. The animation for when that robot was forming too was actually really good too. I swear, him absorbing that emerald pretty much made him into a god. Also, Eggman and Green, like, damn, they looking pretty good on you, bro. And talking about looking good, the CGI on the character models in this movie, they looked better compared to the previous movie. Not to say that the previous one looked bad, but it felt like obviously an improvement in quality here. You know, like that one scene where Sonic and Knuckles were on the beach, like sand all over them. Like, the sand looked really well detailed on their models and whatnot. It was really good. One part of the movie that I thought slowed down for the worst was the wedding scene. No one cares if Rachel's wedding got ruined and she's about to unleash hell and fury on her fiance. Like, no, like, I personally didn't care for it. There were some funny bits in it, but like overall, like, I wouldn't go as far to say it was bad. I just personally didn't care for it. I think my favorite part throughout the whole movie though had to be the Death Egg fight, where Team Sonic was all stanced up on that one rock incline, ready to fucking fight that Death Egg robot. That shot of Team Sonic, oh man, that's honestly a poster ready and waiting to be sold online and shit. Like, oh man, I would not mind buying that poster myself and putting that shit on my wall. That shit looked good. I also loved how Knuckles literally just punched the Master Emerald out of Eggman. That was a really cool shot. And then the Master Emerald just breaking into pieces, only for then to the Chaos Emeralds to come out and Sonic to transform into Super Sonic. Like, holy, like, I was not expecting Super Sonic in this movie. So when he turned up when he did, oh my fucking gosh, I wanted to scream my fucking head off. It was so cool. And from there, Sonic pretty much just wiped the floor with the Death Egg robot. Like, he looked pretty badass doing it. At the end of the fight, it looked like Eggman seemed to have died. Like, it looked like he fell from a pretty high height from the Death Egg robot. I don't think he's dead. There's no way he's dead. He's shown up in the next movie. Whether that be Jim Carrey or not, Eggman is shown up in the next movie. There was also a really touching moment right before Sonic went Super Saiyan. It was when Sonic was at his weakest and the Master Emerald was shattered. Then Tom and Maddie went up to Sonic and they all huddled and cuddled together, like hugged, right before the Death Egg robot seemed to have planted its foot right on top of them. Like, that scene right there, like all of them sticking together right before death, like, that honestly was really sweet. That was a really touching scene. I probably like that scene more than the Supersonic scene, honestly. I don't know. Like, I have a soft spot for scenes like that, you know. And of course, we got some post-credit scenes after the movie, confirming Shadow will be in the third movie. That's fucking lit. All hail Shadow. There was a debate within the Sonic fandom on which characters should be in the third Sonic movie. It was between Shadow and Metal Sonic, and obviously Shadow pretty much won off the bat of that. Like, I don't hate Metal Sonic, but like, if I was a movie director, which character would draw in the most fans? Which character is the most popular? Other than Sonic, Shadow is the most popular character in the series, so only makes sense to pick him for the third movie. This movie among fans has just been like well loved. Like, it's just nothing but love, dude. Critics have been, you know, saying their critiques and shit, which, you know, it's whatever. I've seen some posts like saying, oh, there weren't enough time with the human characters. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Nigga, really? Really? Oh yeah, we're all upset that we didn't get to spend time with Rachel and her fiance. Right, who the fuck cares? Who cares? Like, no disrespect to the actors or anything, but like, who gives a fuck about Rachel or her fiance, or like, what the fuck? Damn, y'all can miss me with that. Oh man, some of these critics, dude, it feels like these niggas are reaching nowadays. Like, what? But yeah, that was my review for the Sonic 2 movie. I know it seemed a little bit all over the place, but you know, I hope you guys got a general idea of how I felt about it. If I were to give like a solid rating score, 8.7. I'm not good at ratings. Honestly, I think this movie was better than the first one. You could argue that, oh, it's just recency biased, but I honestly think like within 6 months to a year from now, I'll still have the same opinion that this movie was better than the first one. What did you guys think about the Sonic 2 movie? I hope you guys thought it was fucking great like I did. But yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Really appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Like, comment, subscribe, and hit that bell if you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Wait, that's not the right outro. Have a nice day.